Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. It would be helpful to examine this XRP settlement in order to change my position because it reveals a dishonest attitude toward real events. Please ensure that you watch this video in its entirety in order to proceed with the case. Furthermore, while you're at it, hit that like button. And if you want to know when we upload another video like this one, you may subscribe to my channel. My sincere appreciation is with you, and I hope you'll join me in watching the video. A new front has emerged in the long-running battle between Ripple and the SEC. The chief legal officer of Ripple, Stiles, recently published a statement in which he publicly criticized Gary Gensler and other SEC officials, referencing a contentious proposal from 3 years ago. Stewart Charity asserts that the market's comprehension of Ripple's stance, that is, that the company will not be resolved internally, is affected by the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission showed interest in settling with Ripple before suing the business. In a short amount of time, Ripple would have needed to change the current securities laws to classify XRP as a security. However, Ripple rejected the request, citing the lack of clarity surrounding cryptocurrency regulations and the fact that XRP was not a security. We have a negative reaction now, despite the fact that this happened 3 years ago, for the reasons that will be explained. To avoid going to court, Chris and Brad offered us this alternative solution. The CEC should notify the market that XRP is a security and give the market a limited time to comply with the rules. Then, Ripple could avoid the lawsuit. This year, after 3 years of litigation, culminating in a major judgment delivered on July 13, Ripple has witnessed some fortunate outcomes. The fact that XRP is not a security has been proven. Throughout the entire process, Alder D consistently underlined the need to clarify the current position of XRP. For more information, please see this page. The question is if the SEC will pay Ripple back for their losses. Since the start of the year, a cyber has been strong and reliable. After a 3-year battle with the SEC, Ripple finally prevailed in court, getting multiple positive rulings. The most significant of them was a summary decision handed down on July 13, which said categorically that XRP shall not be deemed a security. The fundamental goal was always to prove that XRP is not a security technology, as Alder has previously stressed in his remarks. The triumph was brought about by the SEC's persistent opposition to Ripple's tenacity in litigation, as pointed out by God. The firm succeeded despite facing suspicion. Additionally, he mentioned that the judicial processes revealed the Securities and Exchange Commission's contradictory claims. Specifically, he brought attention to the fact that Magistrate Sarah Nepper had criticized this opportunistic stance as being driven more by its goals than by a genuine desire to adhere to the law. In the meantime, the dispute continues as the lawsuit moves on to the remedies phase, where Ripple's punishment for alleged legal infractions will be decided. What follows is an SEC choice on whether to appeal the Second Circuit's decision or explore an as-yet undetermined settlement with Ripple. The legal struggle was well played, even though the particular case is unique. The regulatory hurdles may be too great for other corporations to overcome. Since the SEC cannot enact new rules at this time, they are putting their trust in Howey and hoping that the Supreme Court will rule on the intricate issue of security. The disclosure process that Congress established in 2020 must be followed if a crypto asset is offered and sold as a security, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission. A request has been made by the SEC for Ripple to formally recognize XRP as a securities asset. Alder, a Ripple's legal officer, says this in an article. The request is being made to guarantee adherence to crypto regulations. The CAQ has approached the corporation to request a temporary permit. What follows is a description of the present state of affairs pertaining to the dispute between Ripple and the SEC. As I considered the 3rd year of the litigation, he mentioned the proposal and settlement terms provided by the SEC prior to the lawsuit's filing. This prompted Chief Stewart Alderney, the institution's legal counsel, to reveal the details of the SEC's settlement offer, which was made before the lawsuit was filed in December 2020. Prior to the case being filed, the offer was made by the SEC. Along with Chris Larson and Brad Garrett, The company's co-founders and current CEOs, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, filed a complaint against Christian Larson and Bradley Garrett on December 22, 2020. Prior to launching legal action against Ripple, the SEC had proposed a settlement. 3 years ago today, under the headline "The Securities and Exchange Commission filed a complaint against them," this information was released. By 2020, the company and its employees had accepted an offer from the SEC. The SEC has suggested that Ripple officially recognize XRP as a security asset, as Alta explains in his essay. Ripple made a proposal and has not budgeted from its stance. It is critical that XRP be publicly recognized as security and that it meet market requirements in a timely manner. Conversely, it turned down the SEC's requests, citing the fact that XRP isn't a security and the fact that the SEC hasn't developed a crypto compliance regulatory framework as reasons. So far, the Securities and Exchange Commission has been the target of accusations that fail to provide concrete guidelines for crypto compliance. Despite the tremendous challenges in the industry and the transfer of firms, the Securities and Exchange Commission has not been able to ensure adequate industry compliance, as much has come to light 3 years after the XRP case. Instead, it went back to its old ways by suing big cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and Coinbase, which had previously acted in accordance with Modify Ad. Even though Clayton Heyman Jenner and other individuals and groups have differing opinions, the XRP Act remained the central focus of the litigation. This persisted despite the fact that the issue was being heard in court, and despite the fact that well-known U.S. crypto organizations have already said that the current securities regulations do not apply to crypto assets. When it comes to crafting crypto-specific legislation, the Securities and Exchange Commission is still making slow but steady progress. Making it clear that XRP is not a security was, in his opinion, the first priority. Despite this, a novel framework for cryptocurrency regulation was established during the July 2023 proceedings between the SEC and Ripple. Although Elisa Torres has repeatedly denied the idea that XRP is a security over the past few months, her judgment that XRP cannot be considered a security in individual transactions stands. In the long term, the price of Ripple currency is not expected to rise. Presently, the alternative cryptocurrency's price is trading 2 times below the lines of the moving average. The buyers have made a return, but they haven't been able to keep the price above the move average lines. At this point, we will conclude. Please subscribe and like this video if you found it entertaining. See you later, bye.